All right, hey everyone. So we're going to be going through some stoichiometry today. And the first example that we're going to be looking at is example 2. In example 2, it says, during the formation of benzoic acid, 0.366 moles of carbon is consumed. Consumed means used up. What amount of hydrogen will have been consumed, used up, during this reaction? So the very first thing that we need when doing stoichiometry problems is a balanced chemical reaction, okay? Now, we are doing a formation reaction, which means we are making something. So I'm going to put my arrow right here. We are making something. And in this question, we are making benzoic acid. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, what the is benzoic acid? Whenever you don't know what the formula of a chemical is and it's not given to you, go to your data booklet, okay? Go to page 4 and 5 and see if you can find the formula. And if I do that, I cannot find it. But did it give it to me in the question? It did not. Maybe I'll give you the formula. It's probably a good idea. Oh, wait, just kidding. So acid, okay, so if it's not on page 4 and 5, you think, okay, acid, there's a list of acids in your data booklet, okay, on page 8 and 9, all right? If you look for benzoic acid, you will see right at the bottom, okay, or right at the top of page 9, you will see that it says C6H5COOH, okay? And its state is aqueous, which just means it's in water, okay? All right, so we're making this. Now, when we think back to last week's lesson, okay, we recognize that there's different types of reactions. In this question, it says that it is a formation reaction, which means we are making this from elements. Elements do not have charge. So what elements am I going to use? I'm going to use carbon, I'm going to use hydrogen, and I'm going to use oxygen, okay? Now I have to remember that oxygen is diatomic, hydrogen is diatomic, carbon is not. I remember that carbon is a solid, graphite, hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas, okay? Now, I have my chemical equation, my elements producing my product, but I do not have it balanced yet. So first thing let's start to balance is carbon. Let's count the carbons on the right side. I've got 6, 7, so I need to put a 7 here, okay? I've got 5 plus 1 is 6 hydrogens, so I got to put a 3 here. And I've got 2 oxygens, I've got 2 here, so I'm going to put nothing there because nothing means 1, okay? Not 0, 1. Okay, so I have my balanced chemical equation. Now, the second requirement that we have in solving these questions is I need the moles, okay, or the amount of at least one chemical. Now, in this question, it says 0.366 moles of carbon is consumed. So all I'm going to do is take that mole value and write it directly under carbon, okay, because it relates to carbon. Then I'm going to say, well, I want to know the moles of hydrogen. How do I go from carbon to hydrogen? To go from carbon to hydrogen, what you have to do is you have to divide by where you start. You start at carbon, which has a coefficient of 7, so you're going to divide by 7, and then you're going to multiply by the coefficient of where you are going. We're going to hydrogen, so we multiply by 3. So I'm going to take my snazzy calculator, because mental math is hard, and I'm going to do 0.366 divided by 7 equals a number. Don't write it, don't round it. I'm going to keep that in my calculator. And then I'm just going to hit times 3. So I did the division, then I'm going to do the multiplication, and I'm going to end up with this number. Okay, the number is, whoa, it looks different. The number is 1.41171 ... moles. So to go from here to here, this is called the molar coaster, guys. This line with the division and multiplication, that's the molar coaster. Okay? So I divided by 7, I multiplied by 3. The question doesn't ask me for anything more. It just asks me for the amount of hydrogen. Okay? So all I'm going to write is N equals, use sig digs, there's 3 here, 1.41 moles. That's my final answer. Okay? If the question asked me to find the mass or something else, I would use the unrounded number until I made it to the very end of the question. Okay? So again, to review, I need a chemical equation that is balanced. I need one chemical to have a mole value, okay? And then I need to ride the molar coaster to get to my final answer, okay?